Day 2, playing with the Plumeria Bloom Lash Kit. So it's a do-it-yourself lash extensions from at home, from SeneGence at Plaza Studio. So it's got the the tool to apply it. It's got the bond to apply it. It's got short, medium, and long lashes. There's 10 florets in each one. Now, what I recommend is that you use the color wipes to clean your lashes off first. I have cut them into little pieces. It's a nice big hand wipe, take all of your makeup off. But if you cut it in little pieces, you'll get more out of it. And then what I'm doing is I'm just taking it along the lashes to make sure that there's no oils on my lashes. The lashes are clean. You want to get a good bond to the lashes. So that is what I'm doing to do that. Not a step you have to do, but if I'm going to put it on, I want it to last as long as possible and do it right. You know what I mean? Okay, so lashes are clean. Just let them dry for a second. And while I'm doing that, I'm getting my Bloom Bond. Now, the Bloom Bond is what is going to give you that stickiness to allow the florets to just stick so that you can place it easily. It is awesome. But what I noticed yesterday when I did it for the first time, which is why I kind of took the lashes off to do it a second day, is a very small amount. It goes a long, long way. Do not use a lot. I think it's going to be a little bit of a learning curve to find out what is the right amount. So you can just do this and get all your excess off and do it directly from the wand. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just use a disposable wand, do it only on the one side. You see that it's black, which is awesome because then it just kind of colors your lashes. All right, so you're not really wanting to do it as a mascara all over the lash. You just want it at the base of the lashes for it to stick. Yesterday I got too much on and it was really sticky. And the lashes were sticking together. So I'm just going to try it this way today and do it at the base and not really bring it all the way up. Now, notice I got a little bit in the corner. So wipe that off. Now, here's for the part where you pick up. I have the lashes in here. I'm going to do just the short ones today and see what I think of just the short ones, because I don't really like a really fake lash look. I want it to look natural. And you're just picking it up with the applicator tool. Okay, so I made it a little bit easier. This is the direction that I find it to be easier to pick it up and apply it where it needs to be. Can you see it? There we go. Okay. So this seems to be the better way of doing it and placing it right where you need it. I think maybe I didn't put as much bond on this time. Oh, there we go. Okay. So that's my first one. Picking up my second one. Getting the angle I need. It's a little bit harder when you are blind like I am, but you know. Okay, so we're grabbing it like this. And just placing it. So do you see how it's placed? And then making sure that I've got it stuck and evenly in there. So you've got some time to work with it. That's too short. What do we think of the too short? I'm going to do one more short, kind of in the middle. So I'm picking it up like this, dropping it down on my hand, turning the applicator, and having it like this. And then I'm just placing it right next to the other lash. Okay, can you see that really well? All right, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. So that's 3 short Now that you've placed it where you want it to be, getting to the magnifying so I can see, still getting used to this. I feel like it should be, and I'm like backwards because of the mirror, I feel like I should be able to clamp it like this, but I can't get my hand there. So I'm going to clamp it like this. Now, once you've placed it, you want to clamp it to make it stay put. So you're clamping it to your lashes. Making sure I've got it where I want it. And clamping to lashes. Now, once you do this, as long as you are not using an oily makeup remover, they should last for 10 days. All right. You're wanting it to be on the skin, the base of the lash. And I may not have gotten the bond that close in. See what I mean? It's easy to do it. It's just you need to figure out what works where. Yeah, I didn't get enough bond. Okay, so if you didn't get enough bond, as apparently I did not, I'm going to go back in, get some fresh bond. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do it on the tip so that I can place it where I want to place it. Base of the lash. So hopefully you can see this while I'm doing it. I don't want too much, which is what I did last time. But I don't think I got enough on the base of the lashes to get it. Now, this also will help to seal it if you make sure that you got it where it needs to be. There we go. Get in there. Ta-da! Okay, so that's exactly where I wanted it placed. I just want to push it in there though. Make sure it's tight in there. Everything's where it needs to be. Take your time, get it right. Make sure you're happy with it. That's the beautiful thing, is you can move it around if needed. Okay, so you can see I have some bond to clean up underneath the lash. But underneath, on top, it looks good, I think. I think that it's a good placement. All right, now back to clamping. Now, yes, this is how I feel it should be done. So I think that if you get it angled right like that, that is exactly how you should be able to do it. Clamp it together. I'm feeling like I can't get that angled this way, so I'm going to do it this way. Get it in close and clamp. Get it in close and clamp. Now, what I showed yesterday, yeah, that looks pretty solid, is how well the bond actually works. So when I used too much bond in a certain area, like right here, I don't know if you can see it or not, then I actually took a pen that's been sterilized. You probably should use like a mascara brush, but I like to do this. And see how well that holds in place even though I'm pulling at it? But this separates anything that you might have messed up. It's really got a good hold there. Separating those individual lashes because I like a really natural look and not clumpy at all. But see how I'm pulling and the lash is still staying there, which I like. Which is actually pretty amazing to me because it's tugging pretty good. And I'm just cleaning out the excess bond, kind of like equivalent to if you put mascara on there. Now, the finishing touch, because it is still sticky, the bond is still there. And this is the fine tuning that you really don't need to do, but I'm doing anyways. because I don't like clumps. Okay, so now that I have it exactly how I want it, there you go, like that. I'm going to go in with the mascara wand, very small amount, and I'm just going to touch where the bond is, and that will make it so that it's not sticky anymore. That's the only function of really what that's doing, is making it not sticky. So actually before I'll do that. So I'm going to do this at the base of the lashes so that it's no longer sticky. And then I'm going to clean up the messes that I made underneath. Don't do it with an oily mascara or oily makeup remover, because that is going to break down the bond. So you want it to be an oil-free cleanser. I'm actually going to just use water because I know that the water will clean up that bond. All right, so I'm holding on my lid, pulling it up, and I'm just going to clean off any of the bond that's left there. Yep, that's pretty clean, but I'm a fine-tunist. There we go. All right. There you go. Okay, so I have on the Blue Red Hydra Matte. My guy thinks it's too bright of a red, but I think it's kind of fun. I have it on the eyes, cheeks, and lips. It will not transfer, budge, smudge, nothing. So that's awesome. So once you put it on, it stays put. It's hydrating. Here are the lashes. All right, so I have both eyes done now. I have the three short ones. I started at the end. Second, middle is the short as well. Now this eye, the lashes actually grow funky. They're growing that direction, and the false lashes are going forward, which is the way they're supposed to go. So I'm kind of thinking that next time I apply, I might curl my lashes first, and that might help with the application. But I haven't clamped yet, so I thought I'd come back and clamp for you. Once again, this is the challenging side for me, so I'm not sure if I can get this clamp right. I'm getting better at it, though. Yeah, I can't get the right angle, but basically you're clamping the lashes to your lashes. So you have time to move it around, figure out exactly how you want it, and then you clamp it and it stays in place. So I would play around with the tool to figure out what is comfortable for you as far as clamping. I'd like to clamp it like this, and maybe if I did it with this hand, I'd be able to do it better. Yeah, I probably could, but I'm not ambidextrous enough to do that. So I'm just making sure that I have clamped it well enough so it stays put. And then I think, like I said before, I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes next time because my lashes are going a really funky direction in comparison to the lashes that I applied. But I want to make sure that it's clamped. All right, I feel good about that clamp. Yep, they seem to be put. Now, if you've got the stickiness, I did it, the bond closer to the lash on the tip of the disposable. So just on the tip, and then I just kind of did it around along the near the skin and the base of the lashes, and then just a little bit up. And that seemed to work better as far as there's not a lot of stickiness now. Yeah, there really isn't any stickiness. So if you do have stickiness, you go back in with the mascara one, but doing the bond that way, I really don't have any stickiness. So I will probably curl my lashes, use a small amount of the bond at the base and just up a little bit from the tip of the mascara wand, place, crimp, and we're good to go. So there's the two eyes. What do you think? And of course, this is the Hydra Matte in Blue Red. All right, thanks guys.